And I mean, to be fair, let's see if I still have it up. The Bitcoin market cap is 1.2 trillion, where the Ethereum market cap is 410 billion. So they are, it does have a pretty significant way to go before it could catch up there. But I think the difference, and I think some of you guys will get into with Ethereum, is that there's an actual, technology platform behind it that it was built for, right? Bitcoin's being added onto, but Ethereum had that from its foundation. And I think Ethereum will surpass Bitcoin over time once the education comes, which is, a pretty big hurdle. But once, I think the big shifting point will be once a proof of stake is either allowed for companies like BlackRock. Once they have the holdings, they're allowed to either do proof of stake, maybe they pay out a dividend through the ETF, or they have a specific vehicle for proof of stake. You'll see all the investment funds do such a large push because they'll be able to make so much money through it that Ethereum will become the big ETF to push. And that's really where the appreciation in the money will kind of transition to. Unless, they build something crazy with Bitcoin. But that's
we agree on something. That's crazy.
Yes.
All right, Royce.
All right.
Anything to add?
I'm going to take it way into the institution and pull it way back, because basically there are levels, right? So we have the retail investor, we have the institutional investor, then you have private lenders, right? Ethereum, I think, is going to more than surpass Bitcoin, because think about their market cap. Ethereum is sitting at about $3,500, $3,600 a coin. Last I checked, it may be more, maybe a little bit less, right? And its market cap is there with proof of stake Ethereum 2.0 coming out. So it means literally just Ethereum making it to $7,000, $8,000 per coin should allow it to surpass Bitcoin at $65,000, $66,000 per coin. And then you add on the idea of smart contracts. Smart contracts allows you to you can turn a bond into an Ethereum contract. You can turn basically almost a lawyer as contract. You can literally put them into the smart contracts. You're eliminating lawyers potentially, but that's another story. But anything that basically is out there that's contractually based, you can set it up where basically anytime there are any dependencies where money's changing hands, you can literally use Ethereum to facilitate the transaction, which means you're eliminating paymasters, which like I said, that's institutional level things or private lender level, and basically monetizing bonds. There's a whole plethora of things that if institutions are allowed to sink their teeth in, Ethereum should be, as they say, to the moon.
Royce, I have two kind of questions for you. So for example, smart contracts, Bitcoin, it has stacks on it, right? Which I guess is technically a layer 2 for you to write smart contracts on top of Bitcoin. And there's also the Lightning Network to make Bitcoin very cheap to transact. Do you not think the, larger brand of Bitcoin and its potential network effect wouldn't allow those things to take off more as Bitcoin becomes more mainstream? Or do you think with Ethereum having those things built in from its foundation, it has the platform to, overtake Bitcoin still?
I still think basically because it's having to learn. Ethereum had to fall on its face a few times even to get to proof of stake. And so basically some of the hurdles that it's faced in the past, Bitcoin still has to get over, right? And then you add the addition of not basically cousins, right? You're talking about the Lightning Network, right? Well, you look at TRC20, right? That's basically, it was originally based on Ethereum, but now basically even it has basically taken off and splinter cell, and its transactions to basically move money in and out of country or basically validate literally, and this is me just talking about my own personal wallet, right? I had over 200 confirmations of a transaction in less than 20 seconds when I literally bought something for like $10 on that network. Over 200 confirmations in less than a minute. So just from the blockchain, just from Ethereum, the smart contracts, and basically everyone being able to say, okay, is this real? Is it Memorex? Is this really happening? I think Ethereum has the infrastructure, the technology, and the positioning to basically blow Bitcoin in the dust, basically blow it out of the water.
That is 3-0 now. Josh, you're the last voter. Ethereum or Bitcoin?
I mean, I still got to go with Bitcoin.
Of course.
It's nothing like it's literally nothing. Bitcoin, crypto is not my specialty, but it's really just from a superficial standpoint where you look at. I don't necessarily, when I think of crypto, and I think the vast majority of people, like if you ask anyone on the street what they think of as far as crypto is concerned, your immediate answer is Bitcoin. I don't think, Ethereum or Litecoin or I don't know if is Tron still around. All of those.
Yeah, Tron is definitely still around.
Yeah, all of those other coins. Like if you ask anybody on the street, just interviewing random people, they're gonna say Bitcoin's the answer, and I really think that's going to trump a lot of technicals of what is what is cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
but again,
what about the barriers to entry? Like if it takes me $66,000 to enter at the Bitcoin level, if I have $7,000 at the Ethereum level, I can buy almost 10 Ethereum or exercise almost 10 times the amount of business versus a single Bitcoin transaction.
I mean, I can certainly understand that. And I guess if you're looking at it from like a, 30,000 feet kind of look in 10, 20 years outlook, that's great. But considering how quickly crypto has changed and evolved, I think that looking 10 to 20 years, down the road is almost a waste of time.
So you think it's going to take 20 years for Ethereum to make it to $7,000?
Not 7. No, I'm just for it to surpass crypto, for it to surpass Bitcoin.
That's what I'm saying. Ethereum only has to make it to a valuation of almost $7,000 per coin to beat Bitcoin's current market cap.